Dear colleagues, this is a hypermature cataract done in subconjunctival anesthesia, placing the paracentesis, one for AC maintainer that I will use at aspiration of cortex, placing some trypan blue to stain the anterior capsule, and using the 25 gauge forceps I will start doing capsulorhexis under the irrigation from the AC maintainer. This is a very easy thing to do. The patient is helping me a little bit, moving his head, keeping my senses sharp, and with this forceps is very easy to control the capsulorhexis, starting a small one and then slowly enlarging it to a fairly good size of 5 millimeters or so. Placing some viscoelastic in anterior chamber, and using the long chopper I do a horizontal chop. First I'm doing a perpendicular trench to the main incision so I can bury the sleeve inside that little trench, deep inside the middle of the nucleus with a phaco tip, and using this long chopper it's very nice and easy to do a full crack all the way down to the posterior plate. Then using the chopper on lateral side of the phaco tip, I do some more chops, horizontal chop, engaging the nucleus and continuing with small chops, trying to keep the phacoemulsification of this leathery nucleus inside the bag as much as possible, phaco tip facing down towards the nucleus, and in this way I maximize the grip on the nucleus and staying away from the cornea, since I have a shallow anterior chamber. And these maneuvers will ensure clear cornea the next day and speedy recovering post-op. Notice the fact that the nucleus is pretty leathery, and you need a lot of chops in order to have more vacuum and less ultrasound to aspirate this cataract out of the eye. Almost half of the nucleus is emulsified, and I have two more quadrants. It's important to keep them inside the bag and not let them fly too much around in the anterior chamber. But also it's very important to chop as much as possible in order to have less ultrasound energy used to emulsify the leathery nucleus. And pretty much the last quadrant, it's done. At the last part, it's important to stay with the chopper in front of the phaco tip and a little bit on the lower plane, so you can tamper the posterior capsule to prevent it to come forward aspirating the last part of the cortex into irrigation aspiration mode, and then injecting the IOL under irrigation from the AC maintainer. At the end, I'm washing out the viscoelastic from the anterior chamber and press down the iris root in order to break the anterior synechia, place an air bubble in the anterior chamber, and make under conjunctiva some antibiotic and anti-inflammatory agent. Thank you for your attention.